Joining us right now, and man, my hands are starting to get sweaty, and I'm going to be watching this on pay-per-view. It is Saturday night for us, 7 p.m. You got the prelims before that. Went through this many times over the years, whether it was with Uriah Faber, whether it was Chad Mendes, TJ Dillashaw, Danny Castillo, Joseph Benavidez, and it is just there's something different, everyone, when it comes to mixed martial arts when it's one of our own. And this guy has had as tough, if not tougher, a road than anyone. He is all heart, all soul, and oh, by the way, throws a good punch. Joining us from Australia, Josh Emmett. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Dave? It's great to be here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I always with you guys, I get nervous. I get nervous, and I think a lot of us do because we know what you put in. We know how hard you work. And it's not just you, as you know so well. It's the whole city of Sacramento. The region is with you. And you guys are always the ones that are always so calm and cool and collected. How are you feeling in Perth, Australia right now?
I feel great. This is the best camp I've ever had, the best I've ever felt, the longest to prepare for a fight. Me and my coaches, wife and dietitian, we came out to Perth over a week and a half ago to acclimate. So we stayed south of Perth in it's like a beach town, South Fremantle. Beautiful place. They have we were like a block from the beach, tons of coffee shops, ton of like fresh produce and organic shops and things like that. And the people are so kind and welcoming, and it's been nothing but a great experience. And then we came up to the city a few days ago, and I just wanted to get things rolling into fight week, and I want the faster pace and just get prepped to go in there and win my first UFC title.
How are you? It's always a question with a lot of fighters getting close to weight cut. This is generally for many their least favorite part of camp leading up to the fight. How are you doing right now ahead of weigh-ins?
Doing great. I'm exactly where I need to be. I work with the best dietitians in the world, and perfecting athletes. I have Dr. Michelle and Paulina, and yeah, we've been working together for quite some time now. So it doesn't make the weight cutting as bad. I actually look forward to it because they're out here with me, and they cook every single meal, every juice, all my supplements, everything. It's a concierge service, and it's what I'm looking most forward to because I get a more variety, and they're just phenomenal cooks and just great people. So we're just hanging out, relaxing, and nothing but good vibes out here until fight night.
That's awesome. As Josh Emmett joins us ahead of his interim title shot this Saturday, pay-per-view, UFC, Perth, Australia. We'll talk about Yair Rodriguez in a second, but it reminds me of, I can't even remember the fight. It was many years ago, but Faber was getting ready, speaking of, for a fight, and we were at his house that afternoon before the weigh-in. He had a timer and he was like drinking a teaspoon of cold water on this weird, like, timed schedule. Because with Faber, it was always such a crazy cut. How much does it, how positive is it for you mentally to be that good heading in, where it's like one more major thing you really don't have to worry about?
Yeah, it means so much, and yeah, with me too. I think when I went to the Performance Institute in Vegas a long time ago, when I was fighting at lightweight and decided to make the cut to 145, they said out of everyone with like the DEXA scan, muscle, bone density, all this and that, I was going to have the most drastic cut. So I cut more than anybody on the team and things like that. But working with the best, it makes everything easy. So yeah, no, it's great. It just takes a little more pressure and stress off my mind, and that's what we do fight week. We just there's no stress. I've prepared so hard, and everything I've done in my life has led me to this moment in time, and it's gonna all work out the way it's supposed to. So I cannot wait to get in there, but I can't wait to hit the scales. Can't
Right.
wait to make weight, and so I can really hydrate and fuel my body, because I am in a deficit, a calorie deficit. I have been for quite some time. And during fight week, I'm still getting small little portions of food. There's no need to, I think a lot of people don't really know how to cut weight, and I see what certain people do, and I feel for them. But I got my secret weapon up my sleeve with perfecting athletes, and yeah, it makes it so easy for me.
Saturday is going to be an amazing sports night in Sacramento specifically. The Kings play the Mavericks at Golden One Center right at 7. You're the co-main, so second to last fight. And I think I'm crossing my fingers. The game's going to be ending right when you walk is what I'm hoping. Either the game's going to end when you walk, or there's going to be a lot of people pushing the game aside to watch you fight, or having two TVs on at once. You sent me you texted me a picture earlier with you, and it was awesome, dude. You had this cool outfit on, purple base, the beam on the side. You are not afraid to showcase your Sacramento roots, and I absolutely love that about you.
Man, I love Sacramento. It's home, so Sacramento, everyone supports everyone. And it's great that I'm always there to help out any way I possibly can, in the community or whatnot. And then yes, it's amazing to have everyone just in my corner from Sacramento now, cheering me on, and they're so happy for me. And the Kings, they actually had this custom, like, boxing robe made for me. They sent it to the hotel. I got it when I checked in. It was here, and it has the big Kings logo on the back. Purple, like the beam on the belt, and then it has that logo that you saw on the front. So yeah, it's going to be a great night. The Kings are going to win. I'm going to win my first UFC title, and then we have the Super Bowl the next morning or next day.
Dude, that is so sick. You got your own Kings themed robe. That is so awesome. So you're gonna have Sacramento on your back, and we're gonna have a double beam lighting. And then when you bring that gold back home to Sacramento, you gotta light the beam at some point, dude. That's gonna be absolutely amazing.
That's the plan. I got to go out there and take care of business first, and win this fight. And then when I do get back to Sacramento sometime early March, I'm hoping to, go out March 3rd. I think when the Kings play the Clippers, I know they'll get the job done, and then I'll go on the court and light that beam with the players.
You keeping the beard for the fight night itself? You not shaving?
No, I'm keeping it. I've kind of, I've grown it out.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger. I got it trimmed up, and then yeah, we're gonna keep it. Bring out that Viking fighting spirit, and let it rip on fight night.
I've been around the sport, as you know, a long time. I've never been involved in the sport because I'm not nuts like you guys are, but I've always wondered, this is such a stupid question, but you're a good guy, you'll forgive me. I've always wondered, like, people make me nervous. Like Faber used to have, and a lot of other fighters would have cornrows or braids or something. And it always made me nervous because I always thought it looked like they were getting hit more than they were anytime they'd move, and the braids or the cornrows would fly. I've always wondered, with a beard, does it make even the slightest difference? I know it's not enough padding. It still feels like a hit. Does it help with cutting at all, or is it just a beard and it doesn't make a difference?
See, I'm not too sure. I've never fought with one. I've never actually grown it out. And I did a little poll on my Instagram, and I was asking all my fans, should I cut it or keep it? And the majority liked it. It was like 80 to 20%.
Yeah.
So, but I have been seeing a lot of things back in, Vikings back in the day. They literally grew out their beard and scientists have tested this, like with like fur and other type of things, there is less likely to fracture certain things. So when I saw all that, I always thought it was like a myth. People were like, oh, is there more cushion or padding, like you said? And I was like, I don't think so. But then people started sending me all this stuff, and I'm like, it is a real thing. And I feel like, since my complexion is so light, when I fight or get hit, like, I turn red. I have scar tissue all over my face and head, and I have no hair on my head. So if I get cut, it just looks bad. So in my mind, I'm trying to be strategic, and I'm like, okay, if I do get cut, or I'm going to get punched in the face, so maybe it'll distract the judges from that, and they'll just see my red beard. You know, that's kind of my thought process, but it's I'm just having fun with it.
I was gonna say, as I'm the father of a little redhead, and I see the red in there, bro. So yeah, you got a little Viking going on right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like my entire every hair on my body is blonde. My hair was dirty blonde when I had hair on my head, but it's just the roots of my beard get red. And my mom is a redhead. I have, you know, Irish in me, English Irish, and yeah, so it's just kind of it's funny, and yeah, a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna keep it.
Love it. Josh Emmett with us. Last thing for you, I got to ask you a question about the fight itself, I guess. Rodriguez, you both great roads meeting up. I know you're excited about this fight. I know you love nothing more than a challenge. He's got a what I want to say 3-4 inch advantage height wise. I think about an inch reach wise, but this looks like it's going to be a banger. You never know, but it looks like it's going to be two guys that like going forward. So is this a crunch down on the mouthpiece and let's go type of deal? How do you scout him out?
Yeah, it always is for me. It's tough to kind of, you know, it's tough before the fight, you know, because I watch film on everybody. I give my opponents the utmost respect. He's ranked number 2 in the world for a reason. Elusive, dynamic. He's just crafty. You know, you can't bring someone in to emulate him because he is so unique. But I've just been focusing on myself. You know, if the best me shows up, no one in the world can beat me. So I'm going to put myself in danger. I'm going to get inside, beat his body up. You know, do whatever I have to do to get my hand raised. I don't know if it's going to be the toughest fight of my life or the easiest fight of my life, but I'll let you know after I win.
That's so awesome. You don't just have Sacramento, you know that. You have this whole region, you have everybody behind you. And I hope when you walk in that ring, I know everyone's a little bit different, but I do hope there's a sense of calm knowing how proud we are of you, and just how so many of us know the road you've gone down and the twists and the turns and the hurdles. And now you're sitting here. And as everyone always says that I talk to, the fight is the easiest part of the whole process. It's the training camp. That's the celebration. So celebrate Saturday, my man, or should I say Sunday in your case. And we can't wait for you to come back, and you gotta bring that belt in studio and hang out with us, man.
Oh, for sure. Let's do it. I appreciate all the support from you, Dave, as always, and Sacramento. And, you know, another thing is Sacramento and Team Alpha Male have not had UFC gold for over 6 years. There's never been a featherweight UFC title either brought back to Sac, and I'm going to be the first to do that.
You heard it right there. That is Josh Emmett, local son right there, bringing the gold back to Sacramento all the way from down under. Check him out, Yair Rodriguez. There's some other fights on the card, too. We don't care. We're all about Josh Emmett, worth the price of admission alone. Saturday night, 7 p.m. main event, prelims just before that, right there on pay-per-view. Josh, brother, take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thanks, Dave. You have a good one.
You too. That is Josh